So my name is Jace Foss. I'm a chiropractor. I have owned Foss Spine and Wellness for the last 11 years. It immediately started right, I want to say about 2014. My wife and I lived down in Minneapolis and we were looking for a practice to purchase. And so we were looking up in the Moorhead area, we were looking down in Minneapolis, and we found a practice for sale in Moorhead. And the nice part is I'm from Moorhead originally. So we knew that if we bought this practice in Moorhead, we would have an in right away, which was knowing people, knowing the community. So that's kind of how Foss Spine and Wellness started. Back in 2018, 2019, I had an associate doctor and business was going really, really well. So we started kind of discussing, my wife and I, about expanding the practice, possibly to Fargo. And then unfortunately in 2020, COVID happened. And when COVID happened, my associate left. And so our plans for expanding over to Fargo kind of took a back burner. Eventually, I sat there and talked to my wife. It was a year or two ago, and I was like, honey, I don't want to be 55 and regret not doing something like this, like expanding, to be able to reach more people and to be able to offer our services to an area that's expanding and an area that is growing. And so about a year ago, I said, let's just do it. And so we started looking. The biggest consideration was convenience. We wanted to have an easy off and on the interstate. Anywhere in Fargo-Moorhead is accessible if you're by the interstate. Goldmark Commercial was able to break down numbers for us, make them understandable to the layperson. And when we looked at different sites, it wasn't just about closing a deal. It wasn't about just getting me in there. It was about making sure that I knew exactly what was going on. When they broke down the numbers, it wasn't like, oh, this is your number. It was like, oh, well, did you think about this too? And did you think about internet? Did you think about what the cam was going to be? Did you think about this? And they broke it down for me really well to make it understand what true numbers actually were. Goldmark Commercial's approach, the one thing that stood out for me the most was their patience. We had a lot of different spaces that we were looking at over a long period of time, and they were extremely patient with our decision-making abilities. And it was so nice to have that patience. Like I said earlier, they weren't just trying to close a deal. They weren't just trying to throw us into a space just to make a sale. They were extremely patient. I think we probably saw maybe 10 different spaces over the course of a year. So their patience was extremely appreciated. So our new space here positions us for long-term growth by being accessible and being in an area that's growing. West Fargo continues to grow. This area continues to grow. And for the long term of Foss Spine and Wellness, we want to have multiple locations. We want to be able to serve people in areas, especially new families, especially people who are new to the area. There's always new people moving to Fargo, new people moving to West Fargo. So we want to be here for that growth, and we want to make sure that we're able to take care of our patients in the best way possible, but also the most convenient way possible. Personally, to me, it means a lot to be able to expand. Like I said earlier, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to turn 55 and regret not doing anything, not being able to serve people at a different area. For me personally, this has been life-changing, life-altering. I am just now being able to practice a specific technique that I've been working on for years because of this new location. Professionally, for me, it's always great to be able to serve our clients in a way that's more convenient, in a way that is more accessible to patients. We have a great footprint here. We have easy accessibility from the parking lot, great visibility. That's another thing that was huge with this location, is the visibility was amazing. What I would say to any other healthcare professional that's looking to expand, know your numbers, know your area, and know that Goldmark Commercial has your back. I would 100% recommend Goldmark Commercial to anybody who is looking to expand, anybody who is looking for a new place to lease, a new place to buy. Extremely professional, extremely patient, and great people to work with.